Good day, everyone. I am Caroline Cabinum, and this is Media Information Literacy. Today, we are going to learn about manipulative media and information. Did you know that we have been manipulated most of the time? Like this advertisement, the Lazada sale. Because of the lower prices, and this influencer magnet us to buy even if we don't really need the item. Another example is the BTS McDo meal. Because of the obsession of this K-pop boy group, it attracts most people to buy the food even it was so expensive. And the last example is the Pepsi company, wherein they use the very well-known K-pop girl group to attract people to buy their products. This advertisement is an example of manipulation. By definition, is a skillful handling or controlling something or someone. Media is very powerful because people tend to believe instantly, like we rely heavily the information on media. This is one of the reasons that we are being manipulated by the person behind the media. But now, let's talk about the manipulative media and information in the context of education, also known as manipulative media. Are tools that are used to aid in hands-on learning. They can be physical objects or computer programs which learners can manipulate in order to grasp an idea and gain understanding or mastery of given concepts. This tool assists students to advance their knowledge through their visual and kinesthetic senses. General objective. The learner will understand the similarities and differences of the different types of manipulative media and information and gain comprehensive knowledge how to analyze, design, develop, implement, or utilize and evaluate them. There are two types of manipulative media: the traditional or concrete manipulatives and the digital or virtual manipulatives. The traditional or concrete manipulatives is actually being used in certain schools wherein they use different materials that the student can use to have a hands-on experience regarding the lesson. Let us talk about the three most accessible and involving materials that being used in education through traditional or concrete manipulatives. First is the real object in traditional manipulatives. Here is the example, the geared clock. It allows children for telling the time. Next one for the models, the respiratory system. These models are used of the science teacher when teaching parts of respiratory system. And the last one is the field trips. Children are able to see real animals like lion, reptiles, and so much more. That is all for traditional or concrete manipulative or non-digital. And now let's move to the digital or virtual manipulatives. With the dawn of the digital age, education should keep up with the interests of the 21st century learners. And in order to do so, education have been merged with technology in such a way that students can learn with more the aid of these devices. These are the example of digital or virtual manipulatives. The iPad. The person is using an iPad for taking quizzes, searches, and educational games like word cross and etc. Another example of digital manipulative are these programs or application where students can manipulate by using computer. And now let's talk about the advantages and disadvantages of manipulative media. The traditional or concrete manipulatives advantages is that hands-on learning, it increased confidence and motivation for learning, opportunity for collaboration, multi-story, variation in learning. While virtual manipulatives advantages is also a hands-on learning, increased confidence and motivation for learning, plenty of resources, engaging, attention grabber, flexible and easy access, no cleanup needed. Manipulative media disadvantages of traditional or concrete manipulatives is first, is not available for everyone. The second is disinterest and discussion type learning. The third is expensive. While virtual manipulative disadvantages is also not available for everyone, the distraction and the dependence on them. To sum up, here is the summary. Manipulative media can be both traditional and digital, and it is a very important tool in learning and is best for tactile learners wherein students are able to learn by their sense of touch or by manipulating objects. A brief history. According to Jean Piaget, he theorized that children must first construct knowledge through concrete operation before moving on to formal operations. Thus, the need for concrete manipulative to develop direct physical experience, equilibrate, assimilation, and accommodation. These are the references, and thank you for listening.